What do you think the timeline for this is?
So I'm feeling pretty optimistic about the timeline, although I can be a little, sometimes my timelines are a little, you know.
Yeah, we know Elon Musk. Just look at Tesla. But all right, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt and see what you have to say.
People have told me that my timelines historically have been optimistic.
I suppose it's better to have an optimistic timeline than a pessimistic one, though, right?
The case is that we are building the first ship, the first Mars or interplanetary ship right now, and I think we'll be able to do short flights, short sort of up and down flights, probably sometime in the first half of next year.
Next year, that's 2019. So let me get this straight. Elon Musk talks about how he criticizes himself for having optimistic timelines, yet this one is probably the most optimistic I've ever heard. Having flights, short flights, even just above the atmosphere is quite a challenge for the second half of next year. That is a very short timeline to get people into space, and reliably, because there's always a danger element to all this and it has to be tried out and regulated by the government.
Now, this is a very big booster and ship. The liftoff thrust of this would be about twice that of a Saturn V. So it's capable of doing 150 metric tons to orbit and be fully reusable.
Well, it better be fully reusable, otherwise the ticket price of such flight to Mars or the moon or even just into outer space will be quite expensive if those rockets are not reusable.
So the expendable payload is around double that number. So what's amazing about this ship, assuming we can make full and rapid reusability work, is that we can reduce the marginal cost per flight dramatically.
Yes, and that's very important to get the cost per flight down to something very reasonable. I think these days it's definitely in the single-digit millions, the marginal cost per flight. But I think Elon Musk talked about in another interview how he can get the marginal cost down to around $500,000 or less, which is basically the net worth of an average American or an average person or household in the first world. So then this presents an interesting value proposition of, are you willing to sell your entire net worth for a new opportunity in a new land and in a new planet?
By orders of magnitude compared to where it is today. This question of reusability is so fundamental to rocketry. It is the fundamental breakthrough that's needed.